Okay, I'm back. Thank you guys. Thank you for the comments. We're here. We're live. Let's go take a look at the chart. If you have any questions at any point along the way, just let me know. Let's take a look. So BTC, we've seen. Oh, it's actually it's down below where it was. So now the next point is going to be here at 30,000. And if that breaks, let's take a look at where we're going to be. Say the next level will be, it'll be here. Yeah, right at 30. That's the next line. And then the next one after that will be, that 30 has actually been a support many times. You could see it here. It didn't quite make it that far. Here it wicked down. You saw support, and here there was support at 30. Here, that was it as well. So if we go below that, we would expect somewhere around here. I would say that's going to be 25 will be there, 27.7. I think that's an important, somewhere in this range along here. I would say next would be 27. So that's the market. Let's take a look at Ethereum. I'll just go back to see if there's any questions. My work hours clash. Jira, is this BNT? Hello, Annyeonghaseyo. Jira, you said these hours clash. Is it easier at this time? We're now 1 hour earlier. Let me know if it's easier. Okay, Ethereum descending channel. We're still expecting that it will bounce back, but let's take a look at the immediate market situation. Where did we get to last time? We went down to 1720, so that would be the view there. Still looking, in my mind, a little bit starting to get into oversold territory. I mean, we just don't usually see declines like this. Let's go back and take a look at Bitcoin on the daily, on a longer time frame. BTC USD. Yeah, see on the daily, we're starting to get into oversold territory. So the last time this happened was here. You can see it going under the 30 line, and then we saw it bounce back from 30 all the way up to 40, which is a 33% bump. So this is actually a buying opportunity, to be honest. We're feeling that way. Let's take a look at the weekly. Of course, the big development over the past little while has been the death cross on. We can go to the daily to take a look at that. So that occurred here. I'm not sure if that's easy to see or not, but the 50 moving average crossed below the 200. So the previous times that this has happened, on some occasions, it's been a bearish indicator. Others, it's been a kind of a bullish, it's been the start of an accumulation phase. So we'll see. We're holding above 30,000 today, or at this time. Our token has gone down with the market. We expect that, in a red day, we're going to have people selling, right? There's this thesis that everything's going to go to zero. And of course, for 11 or 12 years now, it's not gone to zero, but that is what happens. So I think, if you think about Bitcoin, we often talk about the Bitcoin stock to flow. We're kind of still on track for that. When you look at previous cycles, there was a drop. There's always some decrease. And so we are still tracking towards where we want to be. Of course, we haven't looked at the R-HODL ratio in a little while. So let's take a look at that one. Let's see if the whales are selling. That's always a good indicator. Just go back and see if there's any questions. Are we supposed to see the charts? Yes, you are supposed to see the charts. Here we go. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm I don't know, maybe I need to drink more coffee. But so what we're seeing here, we've kind of been holding the line at 31. Now we're actually below that. So this is really going to be the make or break. So let's take a look at a closer time frame. Yeah, you can see here, 30 has really been a steadfast area of support. We could go lower, don't get me wrong, but it does appear to me that we're oversold. Or beginning to approach oversold levels. Let's take a look on the weekly. See, we're way down from the high we were at. We were clearly overbought before, and this is actually higher on the weekly RSI than ever before. So my expectation would be that we'll start to balance out and then come back. So let's take a look at the impact price. We're now at 11.4 cents. Look, we expect volatility, and we've been very clear that this is a market situation where no matter, and this goes back to the question I think from who was it? Elvis. There's really very little we can do in a market like this. In a red day, in a red market cycle, everything drops. And I mean, we can take a look at the evidence of that, whether it's a high cap or a low cap coin. So there's not a lot we can do at this stage, but we're feeling that this is a transitory period of volatility. Obviously, it's happening more and more, but Bitcoin will not be going to zero. We're pretty confident in that. So you can see here, the everything's red except the stable coins, right? There's not a single, and this is the top 100, there's not a single token that's up right now. So look, we're feeling positive. We're feeling that we have a very core mission, which is to revolutionize finance by making it easier for everyone to trade. I mean, look at this. This is a sea of red. So except this one, ZK Swap. I don't know what they're doing. Evidently doing something. But look, it's a red day. These things happen. PAXG holding up. Stasis Euro. Never heard of that before. VI. So in the top 200, there's 3. So that's the state of the market. Let's take a look at the R-HODL ratio. This is very interesting. It really tells us if the whales are selling. If the whales aren't selling, I'm not selling. That's my philosophy. Yeah, see, this is actually, whales are accumulating at this phase. So I'm pretty bullish that this is not the end. We're below 30, so that's whew, what a tough market cycle we're in here. Of course, the news over the last little while has been from China that the 3rd largest bank in China is banning Bitcoin ownership. So this is pretty red. This is a buying opportunity in my mind. I haven't bought because I'm obviously on this, A, running a company, and B, on this channel. But be interesting to see if it stays below here. Of course, this 4-hour wick is just half an hour old, right? So we would need to print. For me to be really worried, I would need to see sustained decrease. So right now we're just a little bit under. So, all right, let's go back to the channel, to the chat. So Elvis, I hope that answered your question. We're not, we don't control the Bitcoin price, unfortunately. Bitcoin volatility equals altcoin volatility, and we are an altcoin. So our approach is just to kind of hold steady. We're building a product. We're releasing beta testing. So I think we still have a few beta testing slots available. And obviously it's a very red day. So this in my mind is a buying opportunity, not a selling opportunity. But I of course understand that everyone has their own way of thinking about things. And we're focused very keenly on solving this problem for our customers, which is, the problem that we had in 2017, and I've talked about this before, but in 2017, we had an access problem. So if you had capital in dollars or in euros or in pounds that you wanted to get into crypto, it was very hard to do. There were a very small number of players who actually accommodated that. Then we had fiat on-ramps, and their business was to solve this problem. Now we're seeing exchanges that have these entities, so one in the UK, one in Singapore, one in the US. So now the access problem has gone away. So the problem we have today is, can we really help investors to understand what to do when they've got Bitcoin? So if you bought Bitcoin last week when it was 40, you might be looking today and thinking, geez, I should get out. This is going to go down to 0. Someone on Twitter said it's going to 0. Someone from the central bank said it's going to 0. Time and time again, that has been the wrong advice and the wrong way to think about crypto trading. So we're very focused on solving this problem for our customers. Obviously, it takes time to build this amazing, beautiful platform that we're building. And so for us, very, very focused on building at this stage. So solving this problem for our customers, building out these functionalities, and that's going to require the token. So there will be organic token demand. And the other part I wanted to mention was that, actually, you know what? Let me just load the light paper. So it's just going to take me a second to load this document. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to be looking away from the channel. Just while I'm doing this, why don't we all share? I think there's some people on the call here that we haven't seen before. So let's do a quick round of introductions. So my name is Hayden. I'm dialing in from Singapore. Let me know in the comments where you're dialing in from, or I guess it's not dialed in, you're like connected. But let me know where you are in the world. So if you don't have to say your name, you can just say where you're kind of coming from, country, continent. All right. Okay, I'm still loading. So please be patient as I load this document. Actually, you know what? I'll just screen share. We can just go through the pitch deck, or sorry, the light paper together. Elvis, Nigeria. Nice to meet you, sir. I'm assuming you're a sir. And I'm sorry if my assumption has offended you. So let's go through this together. This is our lovely light paper. I will share the link soon. And actually, hold on a sec. I want to open in a different browser. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, just loading. Okay, let's go back, share the stream. Scotland, Jira Nora, Scotland. I'm originally Scottish, so I don't know what Scottish expression to use, but you know, thanks for, can you guys see this, by the way? Yes, you can, okay. All right, so let's zoom out to a point where we can actually see. So this is us, non-custodial social trading for crypto. This is the market cycle. This is, keep in mind, this is a projection from Citibank, projecting that by, where are we? 2022 October, Bitcoin could hit 318,000. So that's not my math, that's the Citibank math. So keep in mind, you know, we have, from the low we experienced in previous years, it's come up. We obviously had a low in March, but this happens every cycle. You know, we just get these little mini corrections, and it's always on the way to something great. So this is the Citibank price prediction. So this is the R-HODL ratio. We've talked a lot about this. This is a clear demonstration in our minds that we're not at the top. And it's very simple. The whales are not selling. So that's the message there. The R-HODL ratio, we talk about this every day, so I'll skip that. BTC's volatility has come down, and Bitcoin has remained mostly uncorrelated to other assets. This is kind of a portfolio management spin. So Bitcoin, from a risk-adjusted return basis, this is the BTC risk-adjusted return. Of course, those of us in the finance industry understand the Sharpe ratio on this side, and this is time. So Bitcoin and crypto has continued to be a better risk-adjusted opportunity than effectively everything else. So you know what? I'm actually going to move a window over to the side so that I can both watch myself / you guys and the chat and what I'm presenting. So the vision that we have is to create an agnostic solution, giving everyone the ability to have the same trading strategies, whether they are a small fish or a big fish. And so we'll support trade execution. We'll integrate with options, spot, and derivative exchanges. By the way, have you guys seen this? I know some of you probably have not, but some of you have. So just let me know in the comments if you've actually seen this document before. And so we're inclusive for all stakeholders. We've got hodlers, traders, influencers, and new investors. And of course, we're non-custodial, which means that nobody has to, you know, has to trust us with their funds. So okay. Hold on, let me just change something. Oh, why does it say 59 seconds? Okay, well, we'll go back. I think there's a settings issue on this side. Anyway, so the whole idea for us is to create this ecosystem where 5% of our fees that get generated get locked in smart contracts for treasury management. 5% of our fees get distributed to an insurance fund. So every value, every dollar that we create gives our customers, well, every dollar we create 10 cents goes away for a very long time. So this will be driving value to the token every single transaction, every single trade. And so 25 to 55% is shared with the trader, 35 to 65% is shared with us, with Alpha Impact. Okay, so these are some staking tiers. So that's what we're expecting to see, and we're feeling very positive. Let me move this window back. I will stop sharing that and go back to this. All right, fantastic. So what are the views on the market? Are you guys holding Bitcoin? So just let me know in the comments if you're holding BTC or not at this time. Okay, I'm having a settings issue. On my simulcast here, it says that there's 0 viewers, but I can see um, on the YouTube that there are actually viewers. So my sincere apologies for the moments of silence. So let me know in the comments if you're what the idea is. Not at the moment, just have small holdings in other tokens. Well, I think it's I was scared there that there were 0 viewers, so I apologize. I think this is a good time to stock up. I mean, one of the issues now that we're facing with the altcoins is that they tend to be extremely volatile. So if you're a long-term holder, this is a great time to pick up alts. If you're not a long-term holder, then of course it's not the best time to do it, and you should wait. But we're expecting a rebound. Even if this is the bear market, I am expecting that we will see a bounce back up. So let's go back. I'll share the screen again, and we can go back and take a look. So I'm expecting that this will be a fairly radical bounce back from 30. I could be wrong. Our high level assumption is that BTC will, where are we? Will continue. We were in a kind of descending wedge. I would expect, let's just draw a line on here. I would expect a retest of that line right there, which would take us to somewhere at least here. And then we actually expect that it'll come back up to, oh, sorry, this is the 1 hourly chart. That's why it looks so weird. I was trying to think what's going on. This is not the line I want. Sorry, okay. So what I was trying to say, we expect a retest above this line. And then we actually think even if this is a bear market and the top is in and everything's over, we expect that it'll recover to the high 40s. So of course we're watching closely, but look, we're now below the 30 line on the 4-hour RSI. And previously the times that it's done this, let's just watch from here onwards. Let's take a look. So April 18th, this happened. That's when it happened. So we saw a rebound from where we were 50 to 57. That's what, 15%. Here we saw a rebound. Where are we? From, I guess here, 47 all the way up to 51. Then here we saw it from about, where did we get to? 45 to 51. Here it happened. Oh no, I just covered that one. Here it just touched, obviously from 30 to 42. That was a pretty big one. It happened here from 30 to 38. And of course it's now happening here. So this is not the end of the world for us. I don't think that that we're going to be going to 0 anytime soon. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Actually, let's look at Doge. Let's see what Doge is doing. Oh, wow, this is a great buying opportunity for Doge. This is Bitfinex. Perps. Okay, this has more history for sure. So this takes us back to, I mean, just look at this. This takes us back to April. Fantastic. So I never thought I'd be doing TA on Dogecoin, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, this takes us way back, and I don't know where the psychological break point is for Doge, but you can see the volume is starting to come back. So we'll see where we get to. Let's take a look at some of the other majors. Litecoin. By the way, guys, feel free to ask questions in the comments. I'm just, I wanted to go through this because obviously there's a whole lot of red here. So I think everyone's eyes are on the market at this point, and obviously ours is as well. So this was actually a point of support, this line right here at the 110 level. See, it was support here and here. So this is now, and we almost got there here. This is the third time. So let's see where we get to. I think we're feeling, obviously, this is a red day, but not too concerned overall. See, you've got Litecoin, the daily RSI is actually below 30. So BCH USD on Coinbase, similar curve, again, approaching oversold conditions. So let's go back to Coinbase. Yeah, so we're not quite at oversold on the daily for Bitcoin, at least not on this chart. We have broken through 30, but we're kind of holding. So let's see. I'll go back to the, I'll stop sharing the screen and I'll go back to the window. What do you think of Cardano for a long hold? I mean, Cardano has been a fantastic project, and I've been watching and waiting. There's a couple of things that I'm kind of waiting for. So obviously the mainnet launch is coming up, must be next month now. So that's obviously happening. Then we've got, of course, the whole phenomenon with all these projects, including us, who are building on Cardano. So in my mind, Cardano, excuse me, is scalable, doesn't have the kind of ESG energy issues, and has upgraded a lot of, I mean, we kind of joke sometimes that Ethereum was the test net for Cardano. So we're very positive about Cardano. We think it's great things. By the way, not investment advice. I'm not a qualified investment advisor. I personally hold some Cardano. I think it's a great ecosystem. Ultimately, we are correlated to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is still, it appears, subject to headline news, headline risk, as we've seen from China this week. But obviously for us, we're not focused on prices. We're focused on building a great product. But just to respond to the question, Cardano is one that I believe in, and that doesn't mean it can't go down, but it's one that I think there's a reasonable probability that it's actually going to make it and do what it's trying to do. I mean, they've been in production for a while, so let's see. Great. So let me just pause there. We've got a couple questions that I know are on the tips of people's tongues. This is a market where there's some volatility at the moment. We're down 6% today, which is pretty normal for crypto. But let me just pause and have a sip of water, and let me know if you have any questions about anything. And if not, then we'll just jump straight in and talk about beta testing, which we're very excited to share with you. Just checking the markets. So just let me know, comments, cries of anguish, feedback, anything at all. I will say, I'm looking at the chart. This is looking way different to other market cycles. It's kind of looks like 2019, actually. Just the RSI movement. Okay, back to the channel. Let's see if there are questions. No questions. Okay, beta testing. What would I be doing myself wrong if I don't stake my impact? Well, it's certainly up to you. I don't think you'd be doing yourself wrong. No, we're very focused on delivering a product, and that requires us to have a community that we're engaging with and that we're working with. So I would strongly suggest that you stake your impact, but of course you need to make the best decision that's available for you. And some people have longer term ambitions, and some people have shorter term ambitions. And I promise we don't care about the people with short term ambitions, and we're building this business for the long term. But of course, I'm sure you're one of the long term hardcore diehard supporters. So we're very focused on building utility for this platform, and as I showed you in the light paper snippet, 10% of each transaction will be taken away from the circulating supply, which theoretically creates scarcity. We're not doing that to manipulate the price, but we need to have an insurance fund, and we need to have a long-term liquidity strategy. But our vision is to have organic demand for this token because our customers are using the token every single day to copy trade. So we're very, with that in mind, if I were holding the tokens, and actually I've put all my tokens into the liquidity pool, not the rewards one, by the way, I'm not getting the APY rewards, but because I don't need them. But if I had impact tokens, and maybe I'll buy some at this level, then what I would be doing would be staking them, yeah, because it's a long-term play. So why wouldn't I do that? Beta testing, okay, and we might not go the full hour tonight, guys. There's quite a lot happening as we've seen in the markets. So we do actually have a trading desk here that needs occasionally some attention and love. So and I'm obviously trading myself too. So beta testing, there's one more day. So our marketing team has asked me to communicate that we have 2 spots left. So for beta testing, just try to get in and apply. Hold on, I'm just looking for something. Okay. So we're really looking for people who are keen to help us in the short run. We will give you access to the platform. There is a KYC process, it's compliance. So we want to understand, who we're giving this access to. It's, I think, limited to the first 10 people who kind of come through and all that stuff. So there's 2 more spots. So if anyone is interested or wanting to kind of learn more, then feel free to become a beta tester. And we really value your feedback, and it's an important part of the journey for us. So I'll just pause there. Let me know if any questions. Otherwise, obviously, there's lots of crazy market stuff happening right now. So we might call it early this evening. Lots of red, lots of craziness, but hey, that's crypto. This is what we signed up for, right? We all wanted to do something different and special and unique. So yeah, it looks like we're just 29 has been a kind of line of support, as has 28.7. $28.8, that would be the next line. Okay, let's come back, see if there's any questions. Bear market, guys, be careful. Yes, you're very bearish, RH Fitness, thank you. We are, of course, not focused on the short-term market movements, but we're focused on the long term. So let me know if any questions. If not, we'll cut it there for tonight, and we'll be back. I will not be back tomorrow. I have a scheduling conflict, but I'll be back on Thursday. So let me know if any questions. Otherwise, we'll pause and come back on Thursday. I'll just share the stream. We can look at the chart in real time. 26. So, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So the line that I'm going to draw next is, where is it? It's about here. We've had support. Oops. Here. This is where we had support. Yeah, 28.8-ish. So that's where I would draw my next line. I appreciate it's a bit hard to see. Let me try to lighten it up. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Then from there, I would be looking for, it might be difficult because on the way up, we really didn't have that much. And then I guess you could say 24. This seemed to have been a clear line of not support, but resistance on the way through. So to be somewhere here, that's where I would say. The other way to do this would actually be fib retracements. Fib. Oops, I need to go down. Let's take a look at what that would look like. Okay, where does this take us? So we're still somewhere in this zone here. And if we go down, then I would be very surprised if we go that low. So in the short term, could spend some time down here, but in the medium term, we're expecting a bounce back and we would expect it to go to the high 40s. So that's not investment advice. Please do your own research. Don't invest more than you stand to lose. Great. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. We're very happy to have you here. I will stop the video shortly. I'll leave the channel open for another minute or so if anyone has any questions or comments. If not, thank you very much. We'll see you not tomorrow, but on Thursday. So remember, don't just trade crypto, trade with impact. Thanks. Have a good night.